Hi, Ricardo here to show you how to set up Lilacs. First of all, create an Accelerator account, then go to my.accelerator.com and click on My Apps. Then from this screen, select ACS only, and then type the name of your app. We're going to be using Lilacs Test, and type also a description, Lilacs Test, and register the app. Now your ACS backend is ready. Now you have to take note of your access keys. You're going to be using them from the Lilacs configuration. So go to the OAuth, create credentials, and get the consumer key and the secret. You also need to create a user. It's going to be the user interacting with the data. So go to users and go to admin users and create a new admin user. I'm going to be using this username, type in the password, repeat the password, and submit. Now, assuming you don't have ACS, the npm package for Node.ACS installed, go to your terminal and type sudo npm install -g ACS. It will ask you for your password, and then it will download the whole package for the Node.ACS installation. Now type ACS login. It will prompt you for your username. Type the username of your Accelerator account and the password. And then you need to go to GitHub, to the Lilacs repo, copy the URL, and type git clone and that URL, and it will download the whole repository for Lilacs. Change to that folder. Everything's there, cool. Now if you run it at this point, it will give you this error. And the reason is because you have not configured Lilacs just yet. So now you have to go to your editor of choice and go and open up on your Lilacs folder the lilacs_template.js file. Here's where you will add the ACS key and secret, the settings you got from the ACS backend, and the username you created, and the admin username, and the password. And this is a template file, so you're gonna save it as, and you're gonna remove the underscore template from it, so you're gonna leave it as lilacs.js in the same directory. Now you can run it again, and it's running on port 8080. Then if you go to the browser and type localhost 8080, Lilacs is running. Now we need to add some data for this demo. I'm going to be using Cocoa REST client. You need to pass your username and password as part of the URL every time you connect to Lilacs. So type it as part of the URL, localhost 8080, and then the next parameter is going to be API, always API. The next one is the name of the data set you're using, or the one you want to create, and the next one is the action, in this case set. Now we're going to make sure that is post, and we're going to pass a variable always called data, and this variable holds a JSON object. I'm going to be using a JSON object with name. I'm going to use my name to begin, and then you hit submit, and it gives you the success message. And let's add another one. Peter, success. Let's add another one. John and Steve. And let's add one last one. Let's call it Jason. Success. Now from the browser, we can browse to our Lilacs installation, localhost, port 8080. Right? So now you can add the /admin to the URL, and you will get this interface. See how you have now your dataset here, If you click on it, you will see the data that you just entered. So you have a nice backend with a way of interacting with the data. You can actually even click on an item. Let's change JSON to JSON and hit save, and it's saved. So you're interacting with the data that you added through the API. Now the cool thing about this is that now you can go to the URL and go to always API, remember, now the name of your data set, and select get all. It's going to prompt you for your username and password if you don't pass it with the URL. And then get all will give you all the data in that data set in JSON format. So you have an instant API. But not only you can do get all, but you can get, for example, the record with name JSON. And it's going to give you only that record. Or you can say get all and order them by name, and you get them ordered by name. Or you can say order by name, but only give me the columns name and ID. There's different flags you can use in the URL language. The best way is to go actually to the code and open up in your Lilacs installation folder, look for app.js, that is the bootstrap file for the whole script, and look near the center, this area. These are the different flags you can use, like columns, page, records per page, order, and whatnot. You can add if you want to have more, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you like Lilacs.